ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents Resolve.
It's a rotation, but this time, Ulan challenging the blockers and bringing it again.
Composure. Control.
From the other side. Passes again. And that. In control so far of set number 2.
Confidence.
This is what 200 to say. Yeah. Check ball. Will they go 5 straight? That's big! Closes the set!
Perseverance.
Solo block. Focus naman ngayon. Roll, set.
Oh, and Santiago still gets the line.
Grace.
Manta. Off. Paniel. One. And we're tied to Pineda. Pineda.
Resilience.
Oh! Nobody home for Anderson! And that's the deal! Iuno si Valdez, malapit sa net. Kuha pa rin.
Tenacity.
Again!
This is the UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.
Back at Volleyball Central, the arena in San Juan for the second game of our Sunday doubleheader, and also to complete weekend action for the 76th season of the UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament. Crowd came to see this second game. After UST defeats UP in straight sets, we get to Ateneo de Manila University Lady Eagles versus the second hottest team in the league, the National University Lady Bulldogs, armed with a 6-game winning streak. Good afternoon and welcome to ABS-CBN Sports and Action. We are live and it is exclusive. I'm Boom Gonzalez together with Andrew Bulia, and I won't forget this time, we are joined by Selena Dagdag and Trisha Robredo, who will be reporting for Ateneo and National U respectively. This will be the gang for this afternoon, and a very crucial match between Ateneo and National U.
That's right. Of course, both these teams want to get that win today. Siyempre yung isa dyan, revenge, and the other one really proving that they have what it takes.
That's right. National U, as I mentioned earlier, on a 6-game winning streak, which propels them to number 2 at 8-1. Of course, undefeated pa rin ang Lasal on top of the standings.
That's right. And you, of course, wanting to cement their position with that number 2 spot. Meanwhile, Ateneo wants to maintain hold of the number 3 spot and also pull away from the team that's next in line, which is the FU Lady Damaraos.
And for Ateneo, a really crucial game today. If they could win this one, and then the schedule lightens up for them, and of course National U, they want to repeat what happened in December 1 when we opened the festivities at the Araneta Coliseum. That was the second game also of our doubleheader, where National University blanked Ateneo de Manila in that first meeting.
That's right. And you, of course, starting the season strong with that win against Ateneo. And of course, Ateneo, a very young team, had to deal with first game adjustments, losing a lot of their senior players.
That was their first game. And for a lot of the players, and if you remember, that was the first time that girls like Ana Gopico, G. Morada, they were all under the bright lights for the very first time. At agad-agad, National University kanilang nakalaban. And NU looked really good. They looked really solid. And as we mentioned, they finished that match in 3 straight sets.
That's right. And we know also a lot of young players are here for Ateneo. The transition is also very different, moving from high school to college. So talagang very challenging for the Lady Eagles.
Ateneo de Manila had Eliza Valdez scoring 16 points in that match, but that was it. Pagkatapos nun, wala nang nakasuporta kay Eliza, as you see the set scores.
Well, and you, of course, showing very strong offense in that game, and even took the scoring all the way to the service line. He scored 8 aces in that game.
So that is already in the past. People might contend that it is a different Ateneo team that they're going to meet today, but you can also say that it's a different national university team that Ateneo is meeting today, because this is a team that has found a good rhythm here in the UAAP with a 6-game winning streak. Now let's focus our attention on Ateneo. They ended the first round with a loss. They started the second round with a loss, and it was both against the defending champions, but they were able to bounce back against the UP Lady Maroons.
That's right. And so today, it's actually very important for Ateneo, of course, to play their best and try to get revenge dito sa laban dito sa NU.
Because if they win today, that team standings, there's going to be a lot of pressure also for National University, who has yet to beat LaSalle. That will be Feb 16. Let's give you the set scores of that match. Ateneo versus UP had a little bit of problem only in the third set.
That's right. Looking at it, UP, of course, lumaban ng konti, no? Pero ang maganda dito, we saw how consistent Ateneo was in this game. Again, doing very well when it comes to their offense. Their blocking was there as well as their service. So nakikita natin a very balanced game here for Ateneo. And it's something that they hope to bring as they go up against NU today.
Ateneo finished that game in 1 hour and 8 minutes. They had 19 from Eliza Valdez. They had 14 with Amy Ahumiro. And also in the last few games, Coach Parley has made a little bit of a change in the starting lineup. They have brought in Main Tajima, who will be crucial today because obviously they're going to go up against the Twin Towers of National University.
That's right, of course. Height is definitely going to be a big advantage here for Ateneo looking at the lineups. Ateneo, of course, is the shorter team, so kailangan maipasok dito yung height advantage na madadala nitong si Main Tajima.
Main Tajima made her appearance in the third set of that first Ateneo LaSalle game when Coach Parley was already trying to make adjustments and trying to come up to solve the LaSalle puzzle. And then he started in the second Ateneo LaSalle game and then started against UP. So they're slowly integrating her in, which is very important for Ateneo.
That's it. Sometimes it's all about, not all about creating the points. In that game, she had 6. Pero yung threat at the net is something that they will definitely need for Main Tajima.
Chalina Dagdag had a conversation with Main Tajima earlier. Let's listen to that interview.
So May, we've noticed that you've been given more playing time over the course of the past few games. May, sabihin mo naman sa amin kung ano ang pakiramdam.
It feels good naman kasi I get to contribute to the team and also like help the team.
May, sa tingin mo, what is the designated role Coach Parley gave you now that you're playing more for the team?
More blocking and pasok lang ng pasok so I could contribute in the attack as well.
Thank you, May, and good luck on your game live there. Boom and Dan.
Thank you very much, Chalina. We'll see if she will change the dynamics of the Ateneo game today. And we'll see also if she will start again for Coach Parley. Yan ang abangan din natin because she did start against UP the last time. Now let's talk about National University. As I mentioned, 6-game winning streak, the last of which was against UST. And they finished that match in 1 hour and 14 minutes with 3 ladies in double figures.
That's right. Clearly, NU was at an advantage in this game against UST. Ito, paulit-ulit natin sinasabi, one of the biggest strengths of NU, of course, is their height. At doon nahirapan ang UST sa paghaharap na to.
That's right. He had the Santiago sisters. Dindin Santiago had 16. Jaja had 12. But what about also the game of Nina Aganon in the second round and towards the end of the first round? She has really picked it up, which has made this National University team more dangerous with Urdas there, Pablo there, and then ang ganda pa na nilalaro ni Aganon at nakita mo naman yung scores and sets natin.
That's right. Very well-rounded team at this point. Each and every rotation, you have somebody scoring there. That's why looking at the attack points, they scored 40 in that game. And ito, no surprise, of course, dominance at the net with 11 block points.
Dindin Santiago is the heart and soul of this team. She's the captain. We all know that. We mentioned, of course, Urdas, the emergence of Aganon. Pero ang inabangan talaga this season, of course, is Jaja Santiago. And she has been solid as a backup and even sometimes doing better than Dindin Santiago.
And of course, a lot is expected from this young girl. Still so many years to play here in the UAAP. But I guess what a lot of the people love about her is that she really is performing and mabilis din nag-mature itong paglalaro ni Jaja Santiago.
She seems to complement her sister very well. Ano? Hindi natin napansin na parang may total adjustment stage. Parang nga siya naglalaro na dyan for a year already with ADMU.
That's right, blending very well
Yeah.
is Jaja Santiago with 12 points in that game, 6 attack points and 5 block points. You know, 5 block points is already half of what they scored sa blocking in that game.
All right, Coach Edget Mabayan had the opportunity to talk to Trisha Robredo. Let's listen to his thoughts.
So, Coach, your game against UST po was highlighted by your team's defense. So, overall po ba, naging convinced kayo sa binigay ng Lady Bulldogs?
Hindi ganun ka-convincing kasi nga hindi kami ganun dahil yung depensa namin, nakita namin yung mga pagtulong namin. So, para sa amin, kailangan pa namin improve yun. Yun nga, practice pa kami sa depensa.
So, Coach, having said that and coming off a 6-game winning streak, ano naman po ba yung additional preparations na ginawa ng team?
Yung ano namin, kaya yan, sa Ateneo, so we are preparing sa atake nila, kung anong iti-depensa na gagawin namin. And siyempre, yung malaking bagay yung winning streak namin dahil dagdag yung pang-boost ng moral sa mga player.
Thank you, Coach, at good luck po sa game ni mamaya. Guys?
A morale boosting 6-game winning streak, 6-match winning streak, but I'm sure Coach Edget Mabayan is still not happy and not contented. This one is a crucial match against Ateneo.
That's right. A lot is expected from these girls. At tulad nga ng sinabi niya, no, the morale is already on their side. What they need now is to perform well against Ateneo.
They're on a roll and they're looking for win number 7 here at the arena in San Juan, which plays hosts to Ateneo versus National U when we come back. This is match 38 live on ABS-CBN Sports and Action.
This is the UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start this big game today, the UAAP family lost one of its most respected and loved members. Mr. Roberto Bampagia of National University served as a member of the UAAP Board of Trustees from season 69 to season 73. Known for his infectious cheerfulness, Mr. Pagia was truly a friend to everyone. We would therefore like to request a moment of silence and all please rise in the memory of Mr. Bam Pagia. All please rise. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And from the Philoil Flying V Arena here in San Juan, we bring you Sunday's main event. This crucial match number 38 in the Women's Volleyball Tournament of your season 76 UAAP. Officiating this match, our first referee, Bob Malena, National Referee. Our second referee, Erlindo Eusebio, National Referee. Now let's meet the starters. First, for the Ateneo de Manila Lady Eagles. Number 8, Ella de Jesus. Number 5, May Tajima. Number 12, Gia Morado. Number 10, Marge Tejada. Number 16, Amy Ahomiro. Number 2, team captain, Alyssa Valdez. Their libero, number 13, Denden Lazaro. And coaching the Lady Eagles today is Parley Tupas. And now, starting with a second running, National University Lady Bulldogs. Number 17, Myla Pablo. Number 2, Ivy Perez. Number 4, Mina Aganon. Number 9, Aiko Urdas. Number 3, Jaja Santiago. Number 16, Team Captain Bindit Santiago. Their libero number 5, Fatima General. And the head coach of the Lady Bulldogs is Etchet Mabayan.
Well, the situation is still no coach Ty Bundit for Ateneo de Manila University. The rumor is at the end of the month, as he is still fulfilling his responsibilities, not only with the juniors team, but the national team, Team B. So right now, it's still Coach Parley who is at the helm of the Lady Eagles right now, who will go up against the red-hot National University Lady Bulldogs on a 6-game winning streak. A true test also for Ateneo, but it's also a barometer for National U if they can do what they did in that first round.
That's right. Let's see. We've seen NU, we know how strong they are, but oftentimes what we see as a problem here for NU is consistency.
Yeah. And they do have the tendency to go up and down, but I'm sure they're very focused on this Ateneo team, which is hot on their tails. And what about Mina Ganon here for National University? We mentioned, we touched on her earlier today. It just makes them more dangerous, talking about NU already coming in very loaded with talent and offense. Mina Ganon, her emergence has really made them a more versatile team as of late, and has contributed to this streak of National University. Also, I think the key, and we've said this, Anne, from the very start, we've felt really the key for National U is Ivy Perez. If she can play solid and consistent, and she's healthier than she was last year, this National U team is going to be tough to beat. And in that game against Ateneo, she had 25 excellent sets. In the game against UST the last time out, she had 27 excellent sets. If she can keep that rate and consistency, this NU squad is going to be tough because they've got offense all over.
And NU starting off strong.
On cue, Mina Agano. And I like her demeanor. She doesn't, show too much excitement. Sometimes parang tinatamad pa nga yung tsura. But she's very intense. It's a quiet kind of intensity.
Very steady. And the most important thing, again, we keep on saying this, it's really consistency. And they have to go for high percentage attacks. Right now, Perez, only in their first point, pero sumusugal na, no?
Speaking of sugal, Gia Morados, sumugal ka agad doon. Natapikan itong National University. We are tied as we check in with Selena Lagdan.
Well, Bumalaan, kanina nakausap ko si Coach Parley sa dugout bago magsimula ang laban, at ang sabi niya sa akin that if there's one thing he wants to witness from the Lady Eagles coming into today's game, that is a solid defense. In fact, diniin ni Coach na kapag na-block daw namin ng maayos yung gitna nila, malaki ang chance na namin manalo. I was also able to speak with some of the Lady Eagles earlier, and they say that NU's height is something that definitely challenges them. In fact, they consider it their greatest challenge. However, with the proper execution of the defense system given to them, they believe an outcome in their favor is greatly possible. Boom and Ann.
And one of the adjustments that they've made is to put May Tajima there to kind of counter the height of National U. Maraming salamat. Kasamang Selena. Valdez getting the first point. Valdez has also gotten out of her slump against LaSalle. She was really bottled up by the LaSalle blocking and defense. Unable to really get going. And the last game, she had 16 points. Before the LaSalle matches, she was averaging 19.5. And then She was scoring at 10 and 11 all of a sudden because of Lasal. Against UP, bumalik ang opensa ni Eliza Valdez. Titignan natin siya ngayon. Makibalita naman tayo kay Trisha Robedo.
Well, Bumanan, it is very evident that Coach Ejit Mabayad has very high expectations from his team. Now, seeing what the girls are actually capable of, he has expressed frustration over their performance in the game against UST. Consistent naman daw sana, pero consistent sa errors. Now, while Coach is happy to see most of the girls stepping up, sabi niya hindi siya lubusang mapapalagay hanggat maayos ang problemang ito. He also pointed out that he wants to see his team develop a winning attitude more, especially when it comes to closing out the game. Sabi niya nga, palagi ang paalala sa girls, start strong but end stronger. You know what guys, these are some of the nicest girls I've ever met. Pero sabi nga ni Coach, pagdating sa court, dapat bawasan ang kabaitang ito. Huwag niyo na silang pagbigyan at simula pa lang iwanan niyo na. Back to you, Bumanan.
Maraming salamat, Trisha. In the meantime, a couple of errors for Trisha's team to give Ateneo a 4-3 lead as Baldo is serving here. And when she serves, you just look at the back.
Yeah.
All the girls are right behind her. Good action right away here for NU versus Ateneo. You know what I like about the Santiago sisters also is that they are probably up there, obviously, in one of the tallest players, up there with the tallest players in the league. But they're not at all lanky. You see them diving, you see them rolling.
One of the few times you'd see a tall player yan na talagang pati sa depensa maasahan. The last that I would probably know was Mary Jean Balse from UST. One of the players na, Isa Maizo as well. Yan yung mga matatangkad pero talagang nagda-dive.
That's a great example. Balse, Maizo, Ahomiro in the meantime, down the line, and a wishy-oh wow moment of the game, open up to everyday surprises. She also came up in that UP game, finally. Nagkaroon ng konting opensa. We had Ahomiro scoring 14 points. She was also almost bottled up in the Ateneo LaSalle matches. Now Jaja Santiago, the subject of our pregame conversation, on deck and flipping the net, giving a point to Ateneo, 1-point lead. Coach Ejit Mabayad, former star player and champion from FEU men's team, now trying to steer this National U ladies to a championship of their own. Ivy, hirapan dun sa reception ni Fatima General.
At that point, Ahomiro with a tough serve.
Ateneo, the best serving team in the league. General over-receives it again. That's out though. Not lucky. In the face of General. Pero a sigh of relief.
Buti na lang.
Buti na lang.
Out. Just a few inches away from the end line.
Myla Pablo. Tajima unable to put it away. Santiago with the left hand. Lazaro again. And that's 4 touches for Ateneo. So nip and tuck at the early goings here, as we expected. I don't think we're going to expect, you know, what we saw in the first match on opening day. Na some of the players of Ateneo look like yung tinatawag na deer in the headlights look, no? Because again, it's a new experience, a new level of playing for a lot of the rookies. Now it's a little different, so they're standing toe-to-toe against National University, but NU with a 1-point lead. Bumabati po kami ng magandang araw sa lahat ng mga nanonood, sa lahat ng mga probinsya. Nakatutok ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action, and of course, pati sa mga kababayan natin all over the world, the Filipino channel. Mga kasama natin sa Lawag, sa Isabela, Baguio, Zambales, Olongapo, Batangas, Palawan, Naga, Legazpi, just some of the many provinces that are tuned in to ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Maraming salamat po. Meantime, abante ng isa ang National University. Morado opens up to De Jesus and it is sent back. Boy pa to. Nope.
Coverage was actually there, but
Let's look at that.
take a look at that.
Jesus blocked.
It hit the floor.
I thought there was a third touch that still was legal, but our first referee said, nope. So we stick with his call. Eliza from the back row.
Great call by Morado.
We have the second and third best setters in the league here. And Perez, number 2. And third is Morado. A dump from Ivy Perez. Of course, number 1 is Kim Fajardo. Second ball. She's got the height, she's got the length. Talking about Ivy Perez, and she's serving now. Free ball. Perez picks Santiago.
I like how Perez is really distributing all the plays here in the first set.
Siya talaga susi dito. I mean, with all of that, the weapons that they have. If she was setting the way she was setting last year, I don't think they will be able to have this kind of level of playing. But she has improved as a setter. Again, in fairness to her, she is healthier this year. No hand injuries, no major injuries. And she seems to be a little more comfortable in the position now than she was in previous years.
And it's really evident because in terms of decision-making on the floor, you see her really taking risks with plays and hindi mo makikitaan ng ganun kadalas na may pattern.
And credit going to Coach Edget Mabayan. And look at Mina Aganon again, making it look easy. All of a sudden, that lead has ballooned to 5 after the technical timeout.
Adjust mo tayo, receive naman natin, ha? May atake tayo eh. Tumalon kami. Ha? Pagyan mo to. Pwede mong patisin si Eliza. Pag hindi ito naka-receive, ito mo iranin mo. Ha? O sige, over-race lang tayo.
Then, balansin mo yung receive nyo.
First, yung hulog. Tumalong ka lang, humingi ka ng bola kay Bea. Ha?
Let's look at a Mitsubishi Mirage G4. Great play from Mina Aganon. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan. It is a 5-1 run after the technical timeout. All of a sudden, some separation here from the number 2 team. Tajima was checked at the net. Eliza tries to make something out of this, and a free ball on its way. Net violation. Ball to Ateneo.
A little bit too eager at the net.
Let's look at this angle. So
there
actually,
was.
Eliza, no? Momentum.
Oh, she pulled her hand back and then forward, so hindi niya napigilan.
So a 6-point lead all of a sudden. Back to Eliza. That's over.
Perez has been at the service line for quite a while now.
7-1 run for National University here. All of a sudden, Coach Parley looking at choices. Perez also serving well until that point. Wide, giving a free point. Ateneo here. Tajima will do the honors. Also National U from an individual standpoint, and it's very obvious from a skill standpoint, talagang nag-improve sila individually. Digging, receiving, and attacking. 16-9, National U on a roll. Kami rin bumabati sa mga taga-Kalibo, Iloilo, Bacolod, Cebu at Dumaguete. Mga nanonood. At dito, of course, sa Arena in San Juan. Earlier today, UST beating UP in straight sets. And right now, we're in the middle of the first set as National U 16-9, and they're asking Dindin Santiago to take out her earrings. You know, yesterday they also did that with Abby Maraño and Bang Pineda. Prior to the start of the game, they noticed it, but I think they're gonna let it go. They had to take out some extra clips, some extra earrings.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
These accessories.
So now they're gonna ask her. They're gonna ask her to take off all these other things.
Now all of the players. Dindin's like...
Ang tagal kong sinuot yan.
Oo.
Ngayon.
Ever since.
But yesterday, they did that prior to the game. I think our first referee noticed it prior to the start. They will allow the clips, kahit 100 pa yan. But I guess the others...
But you know, in some cases, yung mga earrings na ganyan, sumasabit sa net, it drops on the floor.
That's exactly what they're trying to avoid. Miscommunication between Gia and Marge Teada. It is important for Ateneo not to get demoralized here at this segment of the game because National U right now looks very confident.
Very sharp and in full control.
And in my observation, Anne, when National U is ahead, they're very tough. It's when they're trying to come back that sometimes they get a little shaky. Pag naglalaglag yung laro nila. But when they're on a roll from the start, as Morado finds a spot here, they're very dangerous, talking about MU. Morado serving. Underhand set. What a perfect one for Jaja Santiago.
And you heard Perez also talking to her, telling her na, oh, pumasok ka. Really guiding her.
And that's tough with an underhand, as we know, or for those who don't know, as we look at this Suzuki drive for the win play of the game. Suzuki Swift Desire, all your desires make contact from Suzuki Way of Life. When you use the underhand to set, syempre you have less control,
Yes,
ano?
that's right. And I think if you're the opponent also, it won't occur to you na ibibigay yan sa gitna because normally yung underhand, ibibigay na yan sa outside hitter.
Yun pa. Namayani na ang National University on a combination play.
Ha? Tayo receive eh, ha? Marge, bilisan mo, hindi kayo nagpanagpo ng bola, oh. Ha? Sabayan mo na si Jaja. Hindi ka sumabay, hinintay mo pa. Hindi kayo sakit, oh.
Masyado tayo nag-iisip.
Pag hindi mo kaya abutin, bilisan mo. Or mo, ano niya, mataas lang natin yung quick. Ha?
Oh, Eliza, the captain there, saying, masyado tayong nag-iisip. Don't think, just play. Look at this combination. And Urdas able to put it away for National University for a 9-point lead. What does she mean when she says that, Anne?
Well, normally, yung marinig natin from coaches or team captains, mag-isip kayo, hindi yan all about ano. But in this case, I think what Eliza is trying to avoid is that her teammates are actually overthinking the game. Na instead of them playing it, they're always parang nagdadalawang isip sa lahat ng gagawin nila.
This overthinking sometimes causes magiging tentative. Mga decision-making is a little different. Sablay yung palo ni Amy Ahumiro. So this is a 10-point lead in the first set. Oh, Maganon was there. Urdas on the other side. NU very sharp here in the first set. An 11-point lead. We got into the technical timeout, the first one at 8-7, remember? And then you leading just by 1.
Right now, Ateneo needs to find other ways on how they will score a point, and they do with Ahumiro.
They've only been able to score 4 points since that technical timeout. Ahumiro slices it through. Lead is still 10. And a rotation error, which is a 3-point for Ateneo.
Perez apologized for that.
Perez also looks a little fit this year compared to last year.
Building on some muscles. Just very slim.
Yep. Another underhand set. This one to Pablo off speed. Morado. Confusion on the Ateneo side. That is off the block. And it is National U again. 3 points away from pocketing set number 1. So Mandapat, Isa Mandapat comes in for National University. Jocelyn Sullivan also service specialist for NU.
Coach Edget utilizing most of his players.
You know what? Also, notice National University doing what LaSalle did, targeting Eliza Valdez on the first serve. Kanina, nandun sa kaliwa si Eliza sa gilid, doon pinapapunta. Kanina, dito naman sa corner, sa kanya pinapapunta. Challenging her to come up with a good first ball. It's an excellent first ball, but a bad set by Sullivan.
Still cold.
Yeah. A little cushion for NU though here. Up 8. 22-14 as March Tejada goes to the service deck. Oh, that comes in. That drops in.
Excellent serve. Tejada is actually one of the best servers that you'll see here in the lineup of Ateneo.
Need all that they can get. That's a great serve. Straight to the chest of Mina Aganon. So a free ball ensues for Ateneo. They go to Ahumiro in the middle. Taken by National U. Mandapat. Santiago with the left hand. Somebody crawled into that net and it was NU's Myla Pablo. And Coach Edgen giving 3 straight points. Let's look at that Pablo. I think yon. Ito huli.
There.
Straight into Mita Jima.
Nahirapan na tayo mag-receive. Huwag kayong maratel sa receive. Dahan-dahan lang tayo. Diba? Kita nyo naman yung pwesto niya. Doon siya nang gagaling. Tabangan nyo na, harapan nyo na. Mike, okay para naman. Tumatawid ka pa rin eh. Sige, break natin yan. Isa maganda.
Akin natin.
Oh, bawi!
And just like that, Ivy Perez will come right back to make sure of this set. So will Igordas.
The last thing that they want is for Ateneo to get closer.
And to get confident.
One of the things that Coach Edget reminded his girls, kailangan din ng maayos na reception. Let's see if they can get a good pass.
Ateneo on a 5-1 run. Oh, look at that. Ivy Perez saved that ball, almost going straight to you, and they were able to attack. Because that's the same. And Santiago does something out of this, finds that corner zone, and that's the impact of Ivy Perez. That's the kind of improvement and maturity that she's shown here.
The important thing is to keep the ball alive, exactly what she did.
Guess who was the first ball for Ateneo again? A shaky one, Eliza Valdez. Lazaro was there. Ahumiro.
Oh,
offensive block.
Excellent block.
You saw the wrist of Myla Pablo go down, and you'll see it here on our Betadine block of the set. Betadine, 7.5% feminine wash for red days. It's better to be protected. Yun yung tinatawag ng textbook blocking.
Right there, exacto, no? Right in front of her. And she knew it. She brought it back and directed it to the floor. With force.
So set point. Coach Edget rather. We're going to call a net infraction on National University. Gail Valdez able to take it chest. Ahumiro now 17 serving 24. National U a point away. Faulty reception by Agano. Free ball for Ateneo. Morado. Looking for combination play. Hindi nagkaintindihan doon sa kabila. And Din Santiago takes advantage of the confusion.
Well played set for NU.
Look at the swing of Dindin Santiago. Giving National University the first set here in game number 2 and match number 38 of season 76 of the UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. 25-17 is the score for the first set, and it goes to National University. We started off really well here at the arena in San Juan, and then the first technical timeout came in at 8-7, NU ahead, and then all of a sudden NU kind of like dropped the bomb.
That's right. Ateneo couldn't do anything with the offense of NU, really challenging their defense as well. And of course, I think what's good here with the offense of NU is that hindi lang Santiago sisters no, pumupuntos. You see that each and every rotation, you have all of the players getting a set and scoring.
Then Undas and Pablo with some blocks also. Ivy Perez with a second ball score. So everybody, as we said, this is how dangerous National U team, if they're humming, if they're confident, if they're focused, are going to be really tough. And probably the only, right now, as we see, the challenge that the defending champions are looking towards. Right now, they have to take care of business here against Ateneo. And you look at the numbers, all favoring NU.
That's right. And this is what we were talking about earlier. You know, in terms of attacks, they really led. And looking at the first set, they scored 13.
NU on a 6-game winning roll, as we mentioned. Ateneo is at number 3 at 6-3. We'll give you the remaining schedule later on for both these schools, so that you'll also get a perspective of what are the challenges for both these schools in the coming days. Boom Gonzalez with the UAAP champion Anne Remulla, and of course Selena Dagdag and Trisha Robredo to complete the broadcast team for the second game of your Sunday doubleheader. Urdas, cross court. Ahomiro goes back to Baldo. Through the block. Still up. Aganon. De Jesus was there. Morado back to Ali. Check ball. Ateneo winning the first point of set number 2.
Back off the block.
Still consistently the best scorer of the league. The two best are actually here in Dindin Santiago and Ali Valdez and Tajima. Little muscle, too much muscle.
Coach Parley not happy with that error.
Let me ask you, Ann, are they missing Coach Tai, do you think? Or what are your thoughts on not having the original coach that you started with to start the season? Of course, Coach Parley has been there for the longest time, knows the girls, knows the system, and they're integrating the system of Coach Tai, there's no question. But the presence of your head coach, what is your thoughts on that after we look at this Mitsubishi Mirage G4 great play? Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan.
Well, I think, of course, there is a difference if your head coach isn't there. Pero ang nakikita natin dito, no, for Ateneo, we've seen their games prior to this and nakita natin what the team can do. But sometimes kailangan may hinuhugot ka, you know, that what Coach Tai brings to the table, I guess, is that he brings confidence to the girls as well.
Sometimes a mere presence, as you look at a Betadine block of the set, Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for red days, it's better to be protected. That's out. Ateneo on the roll here at the start of the second set. 4-1. Let's check in with Selena Dagdag.
Kung kaya nyo dali ng bola sa dulo ng court ng kalaban, yun dapat ang gawin nyo. This was the first instruction of Coach Parley in that huddle that just occurred. Now, on top of this, Coach also advises the girls about good mobility. Sabi pa nga ni Coach, dapat umatras lang kayo kapag mataas rin ang bigay sa inyo ng bola. Now, dagdag ni Coach, sobrang gulo ng transition natin at masyadong mataas mga talon nyo sa pag-block, kaya dapat ayusin nyo. Coach wasn't too satisfied with the performance of the girls during the first set because he believes they can do much better. And better timing when jumping for their blocks and smarter spacing on their core defense are the first two things he demands to witness coming into this set. Boom and Ann.
Thank you, Selena. A lot of work to be done. When you hear that report, there's a lot of things to really look at. And obviously, medyo tinambakan sila nung first set. So, just right. Ahumiro putting it away. Gatorade fueled spike of the game. Gatorade wins from within. This is a perfect set for her. Getting a lot of court time this year and a lot of confidence is Amy Ahumiro.
It's always difficult to read a lefty for a spiker because you have to adjust as a blocker.
Look at this though. National U points are coming from everybody. This time, Pablo on the launching pad. Again, and targeting Eliza Valdez.
You know what NU is doing? They're really trying to tire out the Eliza Valdez, making sure na no, in every play, nakakahawak siya ng bola.
Guess who got it again? Ahumiro. Oh, she finds the spot though. But it's a great strategy for NU. It worked very well for LaSalle. Wishy oh wow moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. Back-to-back kills there for Amy Ahumiro. Coverage by De Jesus. Ahumiro was asking for it. Good reaction though by NU. Good reaction also by Ateneo. Valdez from the back row.
Something that NU did not expect.
Fans getting a treat here in the second set. Both teams duking it out. Extension of Ali Valdez. Free ball. Ahumiro again. I think she kind of took off a little bit earlier than she wanted to, but good enough to find the line. And an 8-5 lead for the Lady Eagles. NU will look to adjust after these. Balik po tayo dito sa arena in San Juan. Muli, batiin natin naman ang ating mga kapamilya sa Bohol, Tacloban, Surigao, Butuan at Cagayan de Oro. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood dito sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. And the tendency of National University again to relax after a dominant win of a previous set. It's happening again. That's a check ball. And this is where we always want to see National University under a microscope. Even their facial expressions change when they're facing a little bit of adversity.
That's right. And this is, I guess, the challenge for the Lady Bulldogs. Ano? When the situation is turned the other way, lamang ang kalaban, it's how they handle the pressure.
Do they play the same? Do they have the same mood? Will they be the same confident bunch and dancing around, clapping and smiling? Because right now, you're not seeing it.
Seeing it, they're not even talking to each other.
And this is only a 3-point lead for Ateneo. Make that 2 with the service error from Amy Ahumiro. Adrenaline. Reyes. National University. Spectator now as De Jesus powers that. Sent back. Valdez will give National U a free ball, which is always dangerous when you have Dindin Santiago in front.
Perez going for her high percentage attacker.
Lead down to 1. While Pablo doing the honors. Free ball. And he puts it away. Teams like NU and LaSalle, when they see that free ball, their eyes light up like it was Christmas Day.
And Santiago, of course, not letting that go.
Yep. Ooh. Morado got hit at the back, but she's okay. Santiago. Tajima was there. Aganon. Santiago again. Chance for Ateneo here. De Jesus. Coverage by Morada. Tajima. Unable to put it away. Aganon finishes the rally. Morado slow to get up. What a frantic pace. Look at this.
She hit her back.
Giving everything she's got. And, ooh, look at that ankle fold a little bit. NU taking over the lead, and 10-9. Valdez was there to cover for herself. Ahumiro. Chance for NU. Second ball touch by Ivy Perez. That is the advantage of having girls like her there.
Take a look at that again.
And she disguised it very well, and she looked like she was really going for the set. Last second, decided to swing at that ball to give them a 2-point lead.
Yeah. Tajima. Hindi ka ng ano, hindi ka ng dress. Okay, masyado kang sumugod sa kabila. Ha? Doon ka lang sa may posisyon. Huwag kang sumugod. Ha? Yeah. Pag maganda yung... Receive. Sige na.
Lead has vanished. When we asked whether NU can recover, show a little character, they do, and they take a 2-point lead here. 11 serving 9. A set going to NU already. Let's check in with Trisha Robredo.
Alam niyo, Bumanda, naging paulit-ulit na biruan sa huddle. Ang pagtanggal kanina ni Denden Santiago ng hikaw noong first set. Sabi nga nito si Coach Edget, magaganda na rin naman kayo. Ngayon ang focus niyo dapat ay ang pagpapaganda ng game. Now, on a more serious note, Coach Edget commented on the girls' errors and deception. Kampante naman daw siya sa offense nila, pero hindi sila naka-execute ng maayos dahil sa misreceives. Secondly, he put emphasis once more in consistency. Kung nasa inyo na ang momentum, ipatuloy nyo na, hindi iyong sasayangan ninyo sa errors. Persevere and always sustain your level of intensity. At kung magkamali naman kayo, stop the bleeding at bumawi kayo agad. Back to you, Bumadan.
At nakabawi na nga. Abante na ng 4. Ang kupunan ni Coach Edget Mabayad. 13 serving 9. Milo Pablo has been serving quite a while now. Combination play, but General was there. Block from Morado. Aganon will send it over. They go to Tajima. And Santiago read that well. I think Santiago saw Morado's eyes.
Looking at Tajima, signaling iyo to.
Yep. Covered that very well. She continues to serve.
Oh.
Not anymore. After that, a service error and a free point. Ateneo down 4, down a set. Good recovery by National University here. Aganon.
Oh. That one is out.
Looking for a check ball. Nope. Not given.
Coach Farley. Look at that.
Let's see if we have an angle on that.
Like there was none.
Wala. And again, they target her. It's a strategy. It's not an accident. And 16-10 National University back on top. We're back with you here at the arena in San Juan. That's just one of the many. That's targeting Ali Valdez, Perez targeting Mando again.
And that's not easy. You can see how consistent the serves are coming from the side of NU na talagang lahat kay Valdez pumupunta.
Yan. See, they shortened the ball. They saw Eliza Valdez was a little bit in front and they shortened the serve. That is really tough to do.
And that's, you know, it's a skill. It's something that you learn. It's not easy. I mean, for people who are probably watching, tinitignan natin, parang it's just a normal serve. But really, hindi eh. You look at that spot kung saan mo gusto dalhin yung bola.
And then it affects. You said it very well. She's overworked here, and it's affecting the way she's attacking the ball. And now, all of a sudden, man, this is an 8-point lead. They were down in the set, talking about NU, and they respond very well, 18-10. Now, the argument is saying, hey, Ateneo's a different team from NU, from what NU faced in the first round. But you can, again, also make the argument that NU is a better team than they were in the first round also, and as evidenced their 6-game winning streak. Liza making the adjustment there. Najima now on deck, 11 serving 18.
Oh, still.
Second straight for her.
Najima unable to control her serve.
Want to give 3 points to National U, but that's what they're doing, and NU is going to take it as Dindin Santiago now 19-11. Who is she going to target here? They go to the libero. Morado up top. That's a tough set by Morado, backing up and almost falling into the net, and she just tosses it up.
And Valdez, of course, makes it all worth it.
Inanggulo, no? Check ball. Goes through still. Wow. National U got lucky.
Agano not giving up on that ball.
So it's 2012 now. Agano. Ateneo will take that. Valdez will serve. Great reception by Dindin Santiago. I mean, you gotta give credit. Dindin really received that perfectly. That was a tough serve.
Definitely, and you know that coming from a good reception, Perez was able to execute an excellent play.
Then you have Perez who could choose kay Jaja Bao, kay Aiko Babo, or kay Myla mo dun sa open.
You see now NU also going more and more with their combination plays, making it, of course, less predictable and more difficult.
Tough to read for Ateneo. Playing very well here, NU, except for that little glitch in the first part of the second set. Right now, they're up 21-14 and they move Perez out. Solivet back in to set for National University. That time, Mandapat couldn't get through Tajima and Ahumiro. Also the part where Ateneo made a little bit of a run in that first set when they put in Mandapat and Solivet, talking about NU.
Oh, poor reception.
This time it is Dindin who couldn't handle. The last two, actually, were faulty receives for Dindin. Timeout NU.
Biya. Minamoral yung kasama niyo. Mo nga si Mina. Ha? Tulungan natin yung kasama natin. Pinasok natin yan para makatulong. Hindi yung bibigyan natin ng parusa niya. Pigil.
Jerry, si Bang kita maganda, Beba, bakit? Para sa'yo, Beba, para sa'yo.
Good point by Coach Edgen. Sabi niya, pinasok niya natin yan para tumulong, hindi para pahirapan. Kasi kawawa pa naman eh. No? At ngayon, ang mangyayari tuloy, ibabalik nila. Para lang makasiguro dito sa ayaw nilang makahabol ng bahagya ang Ateneo dito. So balik si Undas, balik si Perez, just to finish it off.
They're down to the last 4 points. That's all they need. At this point, it's just Supposed to be a good pass. Let's see.
Obviously, Coach Edget wants to give chance to like Mandapat and Sullivan. But because of the faulty reception, yun nga, nagkakaproblema. Hindi nabibigyan ng pagkakataon ng court time itong dalawa. So now they have to go back to their starters as they secure a 6-point lead, and Gail Valdez doing the honors. Ahumiro did very well earlier. Pablo. One-hand set. Pablo taking it. Santiago! You saw it coming, didn't you, Ann?
Perez and Santiago really connecting very well.
Look at that. Perfect height, wrist action, and the put away. I did
Tayo eh. Kimi ka ng 5. Okay. Kimi, pag maganda yung receipt, may ka ng 3. Wala mo sila yung bola. Tulong ka ng Kimi. Kasi hindi ka nakakadala ng blocker. Ha? Hindi, resiban muna natin. Ha? Tulungan muna natin sa receipt.
Sige lang.
Ha?
Kami lang.
Sila, sila.
Ateneo down the set, down 7. Set number 2.
Coach Parley also giving Tajima instructions na kailangan na pumasok siya for quick sets. Again, ang role din naman ng middle blocker, no? Kailangan yan is you get your opponent's blockers to commit to you.
Yes. Jesus. Oh, good coverage there by Valdez. Ahumiro on the other side. Kiwi comes up short. And another set point for National University. Looking to pad on to the 6-game winning streak that they have. Valdez again. Tajima. And a net violation by NU. Number 2 versus number 3 right now is what we're watching. Kiwi Ahumiro. Santiago open.
Oh, ball is good.
Oh! And Dindin doesn't want to give them a chance to recover. Puts it away right away. Here's a chase. Second touch by Denise. And then Ahumiro with all her might sends it to the other side. But Dindin says, while you're scrambling, let me put it away. 2 sets to love for the number 2 team with a 6-game winning streak, National University, here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. 25-17, 25-17, and it's a familiar theme in the sense that National U just went up to a different gear at this particular part of the set. In the second set, the difference was they were playing from behind. And they made their adjustments early in the set.
That's right. We actually pointed that out. One of the challenges here for NU is how to recover, especially when the opponent is actually leading. But in this case, they handled it very well. And, you know, itong, of course, Santiago sisters, you have Aganon, we repeatedly, you know, said their names. Talagang gumana sila also in the second set.
Di nagpanic. Showing a comebacking skills in that second set. And then, of course, Dindin finishing off the job with some spectacular plays, whether from free balls, from gift balls, or even from just quick sets from Ivy Perez. And now comfortably ahead, 2-0. You look at the numbers rather here in set number 2.
Well, still better in terms of attacking here for NU. They also had 4 points from service aces. But I think, you know what, you know, talking about service aces, ito yung nakita natin and something that we also pointed out in the second set, that NU was very consistent in really targeting Alyssa Valdez. And that's not easy to do. Of course, what we see here is that yung strategy nga ng NU to really tire out itong si Valdez by giving her a lot of the balls.
And now an adjustment by Coach Parley. They bring in Michelle Morente. This is exactly what happened in that first matchup in Araneta. Michelle Morente came off the bench in the third set, or maybe towards the second set, and showed some promise. Scored 6 points in that first matchup off the bench because naghahanap na sila ng opensa. They couldn't get any offense going. Coach Tai couldn't also find the right combination. So now Ariel Pagnoman is in and Michelle Morente is in. So now there's no choice but to make the adjustment, as National University is playing very well here. Let's go to Selena Dagdag.
Tuloy-tuloy lang ang laban. These were the words of team captain Eliza Valdez as he attempts to rally his team to a good fighting spirit despite the outcome of the first 2 sets. Now on top of this, Coach Parley wants the girls to execute a combination of hits in order to make their counterattacks less predictable. He also reminds the girls to be watchful of Dindin's running hits and keep up with the tempo of the game. Lastly, sabi ni Coach Parley na importante na ina-anticipate nila yung bola pero mali rin na pinangungunahan nila ito. Bumenang.
Happy salamat, Selena. Started off the second set well, but again, National U making the adjustment. Patnongan now, serving for Ateneo. Santiago, Ahumiro sends it back. Aganon, Morente was there. Morado, Valdez. That hits the referee, so that's a point for Ateneo. Again, a good start for them, just like in set number 2.
For Ateneo, it's already a given fact that NU has strong offense. So what they can do on their side is just really make sure that defense is there.
Patnongan, good serve. General handling it well though. Great called play by Perez, just not executed correctly. But it confused Ateneo there. Nahila ni Santiago yung depensa, yung atensyon. For serving 1. Magdas naman dito sa kabila. Valdez sends it over. Free ball. And guess who?
Oh. That's what Coach Parley actually told the girls, na ingatan at bantayan ng running attack ni Santiago.
The Wishiwa moment of the game, open up to everyday surprises.
But you know, Boom, even if you do, it's really going to be difficult.
Yeah. You know, we sometimes say, you know it's coming, but stopping it is a different thing. Another chance for National U here. Agano naman. Morente. Read it right, but just couldn't get to the ball. So, kumabol na naman ANU dito. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan. A bullet coming from Dindin. Free,
She was off. Her position was off. The ball was all the way to the back.
So tied at 4-all here. 2 sets to love lead on match number 38 between National U and Ateneo. You have 18 more matches to go this season in the elimination round. Aganon.
Of course, all of the remaining games for both these teams, very important for them to win those.
Aganon again, able to go over that block. Dindin Lazaro could not get to it. So Dindin Santiago continues to serve as we check in with Trisha Robredo.
There's a big difference between confidence and complacency. These were the first words of Coach Ejet right after the end of the second set. He is not happy at how the girls have been relaxing after maintaining a lead, and he asks them to be more aggressive all throughout. But despite the errors that the Lady Bulldogs have committed, he is proud of the girls' character. Napansin niya nga raw na hindi talaga bumitaw ang kupunan hanggang makahabol sila mga kanina ng Lady Eagles. Kaya naman sabi nitong si Coach, ipagpatuloy niyo lang, konting tapang, konting sipag, at alam ko atin ang larong ito. That's all for now, Boom and Dad.
Thank you, Trisha. Masyadong mababa yung set para kay Jaja.
For tall players like the Santiago sisters, you really have to make sure that you feed the ball.
6 serving 5. Good serve. That's a good serve. Via Morado. (7-5) Ateneo in the lead. Dindin handling it better this time, but
it was over the net.
Eliza got confused, didn't judge the ball well, went through. She could have taken, taken that.
She's clearly not happy with that point.
Morado. Tejada is checked. Mahumiro this time. Taken by Aganon. Lazaro keeps it up. Ahumiro. Aganon was there. Back set. Urdas cross court. That's out.
Doesn't catch the line.
So the technical timeout. Ateneo's in the lead by 2, 8-6. Here's the remaining schedule for Ateneo.
They have to go up against Adamson, UE, UST, and FEU.
Tricky there with Adamson, UST, and FEU. That's why they need this game, really. We'll check out NU later on. In the meantime, another underhand set by Ivy. Blocked by Michelle Morente.
You feel that the energy really is on the side of Ateneo.
Betadine block on the set. Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for Red Days. It's better to be protected. She's given good minutes, or as Tejada now this time makes them pay with that one. Morente, every time she comes in, well, not every time, but most of the time, she comes in, he has an impact on this Ateneo squad. Gatorade fueled spike of the game. Gatorade wins from within. Serve, Dindin, nicely received. Tejada was there to block Jaja. Pablo over the block. And a check ball.
Pablo going for that down the line angle.
Stop between the antenna and the block.
It seemed like it was on its way out, but last touch with Valdez.
She knows it. She knows she's being targeted. There again. Ahumiro this time. Down the line. Dindin was there to dive again.
Oh.
Tejada doing the right thing, though.
Tejada staying by the net.
I am just impressed on the space that Dindin Santiago covers and the ability to dive right away with her length and her height.
It's very quick. It
quick.
Looks natural. Oh.
Again, Ivy Perez fooling Ateneo with that second touch.
They need this point.
They needed it, yep, you're right. Jaja Santiago now on deck. 9 serving 11. Not good enough. Narada taking it with a smile. Morente. Good coverage by Urdas. Pablo through the block. Good action here in the third set. The fans shrieking here at the arena with the exchanges between Ateneo and National U.
And look at the block. Santiago and Pablo.
And we're tied. I saw that coming. Lazaro was there, just couldn't pick up the ball. The unsung heroes here, the liberos and the setters, always doing the dirty work. Again, Aganon easily read. Up, contact. Yep.
Perez actually in motion while he was setting up that ball.
Backtracking. General taking it. Point for Ateneo there.
Perez apologizing for that.
So 13-11 after NU ties it 2 points. Beatan, good serve. General taking it though, and again Perez on the second touch. Actually, it was a misreceived ball, ano?
It was actually going over the net.
Yes, it was. But Perez says, you know what? I'll take care of it. Wish the wow moment of the game open up to everyday surprises. It's out. So tied again at 13. A much tighter third set here.
We have yet to see NU take control.
That's what I'm talking about, this girl. Mitch Morente showing some flashes every time she sent in. I always compare her to the old Ella De Jesus, the impact from the bench.
You know that if they're gonna pull out someone from the bench, it's going to be Ella. And when she goes in, di na kailangan ng time to warm up.
Now Mr. Mitch is trying to take over that role as Ella has now gotten into the starting lineup. But speaking of impact, look at that. Din Santiago putting it away for us to get tied up again here in set number 3. Oh, that catches the line. Ivy Perez has been scoring well here.
Very consistent at the service line, really really contributing to the score as well when she's in front.
Perez has 11 points to tie Din Santiago in this match.
Imagine that.
Yeah, as they take over the lead into the technical timeout. Ito po ang second round schedule naman ng National University. Next 2 games are relatively easy for them. And then Adamson, which is tricky. And then the big showdown as their last assignment will be DLSU Feb 15. Perez now, as we said, equaling Din Santiago's production here. Oh, 3-point for Ateneo. Bati rin tayo sa ating mga kapamilya sa Butuan, Tacloban, Surigao, Iligan, Cotabato, Davao, Zamboanga, and General Santos. Salamat po sa inyong panonood ng UAAP Volleyball dito po sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action, which is Channel 23 and Channel 17 on Sky Cable and Destiny Cable. Over receive. 3-point.
Oh, the Spikers very aggressive at the net.
Dindin serving. Lazaro receiving. Tejada getting a point for Ateneo. Almiro will come back in for Beatan as she goes to the front line. Can NU finish it off here? 16 serving 18. Over received again.
NU's having some difficulties. Ang nagiging problema ng NU, no problem when it comes to offense. It usually comes there at the back when it comes to the first ball.
Down 1. And a free point given to National U at a crucial point. Serving 17. Tejada pushes it. Jaja unable to put it away. Jaja will try again. Everybody in the front line now for National U. Eliza. It was out, it was out. You know, Dindin and Eliza said it was already out, and Mitch Morente, she was eager to receive it, to get it there. It was already going out. Lazaro was letting it be, letting it go.
And it's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Bueno si Eliza. Ha? Outside na Mitch, ginawa mo pa. Ha? Okay. Sa yung block mo sa always skip the line, ha? Nabasa mo. Ha? You count. Baga kang masyado kang maaga magkaroon, ha?
Presence of mind! Presence of mind!
That is crucial. It's a 3-point lead. What are they trying to clarify here?
They're asking how many substitutions they've had already for this set. Or rather, they're asking if Aganon is the right server.
2017 now. Cross court, Pablo easily takes it. Udas rejected at the net. So Valdez will move to the back row and
gets that serve.
Four touches. Kumakapit ang Ateneo dito sa third set. But National U, the coaches will always tell you there shouldn't be any pressure on NU. You're up 2 sets. You're up a point. You're in good shape. All you have to do is recompose and refocus. And look at this, and Lazaro
Pulling her back.
Pulling Mitch Morente away. We have got to see that again.
Just to make sure she doesn't get it.
Baka kunin mo pa daw eh. 20-all is our score.
Regroup. Ano lang, break lang natin yan. Huwag natin pabayaan magtuloy-tuloy ang momentum ng kabila. Okay? Kunin agad sa receive. Mina. Okay, yung inaasahan sa receive dyan. Ayaw yung pa-receive natin sa iba yan. Sige na, bawin lang. Samahan ka na sinasamahan. Dito sa dulo.
20 Let's look at this. Okay, let's see this piece of action. And look at that. This is sailing out. And look at Denden Lazaro says, "Hoy, wag mo nang kunin yan."
Minsan kasi, pag tinatapatan nila, just to see, no, that it's really out of the line.
Yes.
Minsan tinatamaan pa rin sila, malas din.
Pablo. Morado to Ahumiro. Cross court. Regalo. Tejada could not put anything into it. Pablo. Oh, what a block.
Look at the Lady Eagles holding on to the third set.
What happened?
Ahumiro talagang inabot.
And they're doing this with Eliza Valdez in the back row, kasama nga. The crowd getting into this one. Lazaro's there. This is the third touch, and Eliza safely sends it over. Pablo. Watch out. Watch out.
Really out. No risk action. No spin even at that ball.
Feel yung pressure. The pressure changes certain execution sometimes.
Hindi natin napakay. Yeah. Yung talunan na rin. Outside na eh. Okay. Hoy! Huwag ka na magpadala sa ingay. Okay, mag-focus lang kayo dyan sa ano. Singko mo to. Singko pa tao. Ito, tumulungan yung goal dyan. O, siya, simple na. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Well, the fans have gotten into it, trying to fuel Ateneo here. And I'll say it again, though, and if you're NU, you cannot feel pressure. There's no pressure.
In fact, if you're NU, what should be in your head is that I am the stronger team and I should be dictating the pace of this game.
We've come back before. We've got more weapons. Let's do it again. But now they're giving Ateneo confidence here. There you go. A block. Let's see if Ateneo can keep it rolling also. Block by Pablo, binawi niya yung kaninang miss-hit niya. Yun, tuwa-tuwa. Ordas, 21 serving 22. They target Eliza. They go back to Eliza. Joust, the tip goes to a free ball. Amy Ahumiro. Santiago is there. Nobody taking it for National U. Oh, what a smart goal. Gia Morada. Oh, boy. I tell you, man, unsung heroes, liberos and setters. She knew everybody went forward. So on the first ball, I thought, why is she giving it back on a free ball? But no.
Walang tao.
Corner zone. What
Already
action.
there.
What action here in the third.
You see the energy now on the side of Ateneo.
Serving 21. Oh, towering.
And Perez knew that she needed to get that point right away.
And you will repeat it. No pressure. Dapat alam natin yun. But if you're Ateneo right now, lamang tayo. We've got them where we want them. We've got them questioning themselves. So let's take advantage. They're up 23-22. The excitement level kicking up here in set number 3. They open up. Morente. Eliza Valdez was there. Ahumiro will try to make something out of this. No! They're tied, and Eliza calls everybody.
Calm them down.
Yeah. Interesting developments. 23-all. Let's listen in.
Maganda. Bakwit mo to. Bakwit. Para nangin mo lang to si Ariel. Oh, ngayon. Bakwit ka ha. Running ka. Sa dulo mo si Mets. Ha? Sa dulo. Mets, cover. Ay, si Mets.
3-all. Coach Parley, Coach Edgel. NU ahead 2 sets to love. Valdez shaking off a little bit of the nerves here at the service line, service area. Ahumiro. Set point, it went through the block.
Good decision by Morado. Look at the girls really praying.
Want to extend this match, yeah. Ahumiro. General! And we go into a 4th set. And a service ace from Amy Ahumiro. Buhay pa ang Ateneo dito sa laban na ito. To the delight of the fans here at the arena and to the delight of the people watching, especially the Ateneo supporters who want to see more volleyball here at the arena in San Juan. It is live on ABS-CBN Sports and Action. So, we're on to a 4th set. 25-17, 25-17. And then, 23-25 as the Lady Eagles extend this into the 4th. What happened there, Anne? There's so many swings in set number 3.
You know, a lot of, we saw that Ateneo became aggressive here in the 3rd set. And bukod dyan, I think one thing that really helped dito sa Ateneo, they really played smart in the 3rd set. Morado knew when and where to give the ball whenever she needed to. Nakita pa rin natin yun, no? She actually had a point even because she had the right presence of mind in really reading the position of the players on the other side. Ahumiro also performing very well in that set.
Michelle Morente was a spark in that 3rd set. The change-up, and then they put Patnongan there, taking out the Jima.
It's really a different energy that we felt here from Ateneo. And this time around also, you'll see how aggressive they were at the net. Ang dami rin yung mga overball na pinalo nila agad.
So, we're seeing more volleyball and Coach Parley will stick with that lineup. Let's look at the numbers.
Set number 3, Lady Eagles, though they had less attack points with 9 and Lady Bulldogs with 11. Nakapantay sila ng maganda when it comes to blocking, service aces, and in terms of unforced errors, they were able to minimize it with 5. The Lady Bulldogs actually committing about 8.
So what are you thinking if you're NU, Anne? Or what should you be thinking?
Well, for NU, of course, unahan agad ang Ateneo because clearly what happened there in the 3rd set, nahirapan sila when Ateneo took the lead. And again, boom, Ateneo is a very young team. The last thing you want to give these girls is the confidence that they can actually beat you.
And that's what they're feeling right now. Oh, and everything working and falling for them too. You know, it doesn't hurt if another team gets a little lucky. And again, you have to observe how NU is handling this, how they are, if they're talking, if they're communicating.
And that's all very important. Earlier, we mentioned yung remaining games nila. At kaya sinasabi nga natin, their game has to be very convincing, just like that attack from Ordas. Dahil as they prepare for that game when they will meet the LSU again.
Ordas with a great approach, banging with Gia Morado. They apologize to each other. Play goes on. 1 serving 2. Tejada unable to put it away. Ordas again. Nice block there from Ateneo. Free ball for them. Morado goes up to Ali. Ali, that's a net block? Yes, it is. Let's go to Selena Dagdag.
Parley wants to make sure that he sees more diagonal hits on the part of his Lady Eagles. Now he was relieved about the outcome of the recent set. However, he points out nang paulit-ulit lang daw nilang pagkakamali ay ang sinusundan nila ang kalaban. Dapat daw ang sinusundan nila ay ang bola. Lastly, coach tells the team na paminsan hindi naman kailangan malakas ang palo ng bola. Konting pitik lang ay okay na. At higit sa lahat, tibay sa block at syaga sa pagsalo. Boom and Ann.
Thank you, Selena. We're gonna carry Denden Lazaro here, who has been all over the floor for Ateneo. We're gonna report from Selena a little later on. They gotta be careful, even in terms of carrying the girls, the libero of Ateneo. I'll check on her. Let's see what we catch here, if we are able to catch anything here. Then there she is. Didn't see anything. I don't know if it's a hamstring or a knee. Oh, it's her wrist that they're
icing it.
All right, we'll check in.
Natukod niya on the floor.
Mare. Alyssa Valdez able to put it away. I think you'd rather see a wrist than a knee.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Chacha Santiago that time, but Norman couldn't handle it. Oishi Owa, moment of the game, open up to everyday surprises. Three all.
Coming from a good first ball. Right now, Ateneo's playing a steady game, making sure that they don't commit as much errors.
4 touches. Five serving 3. She was on top of that, but she couldn't put it away with the wrist.
Almost seemed like an easy point for Jana Santiago.
The mom of Denden Lazaro, whom we interviewed a few weeks back at the Mall of Asia Arena. Combination play. That's the first time we've seen that particular play, and for Ateneo.
Definitely worked. I expect that they'll be going for that again. Oh, late yung blockers on the side of NU.
Received, dug up through the block. Now it's NU that's looking a little scattered, Anne.
Very quiet on the floor.
Yes, and a little disorganized, if I may. Ateneo, I think this is where Alyssa Valdez's words earlier are coming in. I think they're just playing the game right now.
So far, so good for Ateneo.
Oh! Emia Umiro into the net, really low. Coach Barley, napatawa na lang.
Oh, but more than that, Aaron, it's the movement, it's how quick the Lady Eagles are in moving on the floor. Nakikita natin, no, even with defense.
But you see the demeanor of both teams. It's very different now, Anne, from what we saw in the first 2 sets.
But if you're NU, you have to pick up your game right away.
Right away.
Again, for NU, it's not just the win that's really at stake, but it's also how they play the game. Kailangan nila makuha yung best movement as they prepare for their upcoming games.
Point for Ateneo here, which brings us to the technical timeout, which National U will need. Back in a moment. Babalik po kami dito sa arena in San Juan at a second look at what happened to Denden Lazaro from an angle. The collision between her and Julia Morado. I don't know if it was her face, but instantly she drops in excruciating pain. And she's already bandaged up, as you see. This was a previous take. Let's go to Selena Dagdag right now.
Yes, Women, and unfortunately, Denden hit the ball at a bad angle, so she's experiencing some pain. It's not so sure yet if it's a muscle or a joint pain on her wrist and on her point finger. However, she told me just now that she expresses some desire to play, and she's just waiting for the go signal, so hopefully it's not that bad. Women,
Thank you, Selena. I think that's what is right now, and you know this, Anne, having played in the UAP. When you know the team is playing well, playing better, you're back in it, and you're not contributing, I think that sometimes is more quote-unquote painful than the actual pain itself.
Yep, it's more difficult to watch actually on the sidelines. But right now, you'll see that Ateneo actually did not change or did not field in another libero.
Let's see how they deal with her loss. As we are tied here, good recovery by National University after that technical timeout. They were down 8-5. They've strung up 3 straight points here. Eight all. Jaja Santiago serving. Over-received again a little bit. Oh, that catches, actually not catches the line, it's way inside.
Smile on the face of the NU players.
And again, they went to Eliza on the first ball. So now they take over, then serving 8. Set number 4, 2 sets to 1.
Coach Parley now standing at the sideline.
Perez, Pablo. They're going to call a timeout. Ateneo will, as this lead has gone up to 3 in set number 4.
Yeah. Pag si Mitch naman naka-receive, hindi itaas mo naman yung galing sa receiving, ha? Dandan. Tulungan mo muna si mag-receive. Si Mitch.
Yung bola pag
libero.
sa net, pinipilit ko kasi itaas na sakto kay GA. Madikit sa net eh. So na yung mga ibalik nyo. Malalaki lang sa kanila, ibabalik lang sa atin na ganun nyo.
Mark!
Notice Liza Valdez wasn't seen in that timeout. They were stretching her out, her leg. As you know, she does have history of cramps. Lately she hasn't had, but today they were stretching her out, maybe as a precaution also. If you just tuned in, then Lazaro, questionable to return here after hitting her wrist and injuring her wrist. They're asking for a check. Yes, they got the check as we check in with Trisha Robredo.
Well, Blumenau, instead of dwelling in the mistakes that the Lady Bulldogs have committed in the third set, Coach Echo just decided to encourage the girls and to boost their morale. Sabi niya nga, damage has been done anyway. Kalimutan na lang natin ang nakaraan at bumawi tayo. Now, in the huddle that just occurred, Captain Denden Santiago asked her teammates to communicate more. Nagiging kalat lang naman daw because they're not on the same page. She also asked them to be more focused and to just keep their cool. Sabi niya nga, huwag kayo magpa-apekto sa crowd. Salubungan natin ang cheers nila ng magandang plays. Heads up at laban lang. Back to you, Bumandan.
Salamat, Trisha. Yun yung word dun eh. Naging kalat sila for a while, ano? Itong National University and Denden Santiago has to really take that leadership role and really make sure that she has control of this team, as there's a controversial call here, Coach Parley, and they're gonna, let's see if they're gonna reverse it. They reverse it.
The ball was
out. Michelle Morente was the one with the attack from afar.
Let's look at that again.
Oh, that's way in. That's way in.
Dindin now trying to sort things out with the official.
Yeah, I understand. You know, you'll always say, if you're a coach, sasabihin, naririnig mo yan, you make the call, don't let the crowd make the call for you. Santiago. Valdez is there. They go to Morente, closer to the net. Morente reacting. Free ball for National U. Perez to Pablo. Gets the point.
And he has to play more aggressively.
Free ball for National U as they target Eliza Valdez. The tip goes back. Perez goes to Aganon. Aganon was checked. Blocking of Ateneo getting better. But they can't. Oh yeah, they send that ball back. Perez back to Aganon. Nakakita ng block. It was a faster set. And Patnongan could not get to the spot. And
Aganon knew that. Hit the ball with so much speed.
Really smart player. Amina Aganon. So deceiving in the way she plays volleyball.
Very simple, ano? Simple kumilos. You see her demeanor. Sometimes, hindi mo iisipin na ganun kalakas yung palo niya.
Oh, boy pa to. Good reaction by Fatima General. Morado to Morente. Off the block. Oh no, sorry. Check that. It's out. It's just out. Now, the question here for Coach Parley is how long is he sticking with Morente and Patnongan? Because I see Patnongan like breathing heavily right now, and it's also partly because they're not used to seeing this much court time, Anne.
That's right. And if you're up against a team like NU, kailangan sobrang tibay ng blocking mo. And so, wala silang binibitawan na play coming from NU.
But the debate there is, this is the squad that has won you a set. So do you stick with it? Yan ang trabaho ng coach. Napakahirap to consider those variables. In the meantime, Michelle Morente giving a good account of herself to the Lady Eagles. But NU is in the lead by 3, 14-11. And a set. Again, it is Aganon with that poker face of hers.
And of course, for Ateneo, it's also very different.
Her swing is so abbreviated, it's so fast. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play by the way. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan.
I'm saying the play of Ateneo right now is very different without Lazaro on the floor. Of course, defense-wise, it's more challenging for them.
Not that time for Mina Aganon. But you see though, and her swing, it's so fast, no? It's not like a full rotation, it's just a quick one.
Actually, if you look at her spike, hindi mo makikita na sobrang lakas. It's really the snap of her wrist, the spin of the ball.
Right. You know, you just saw Denden Lazaro being taped there. Maybe a possibility of her returning. Let's see. Let's see with her pain levels. Ateneo with a chance here. Combination play, checked by Santiago and Ordaz. Free ball! Regalo, binigay kay Aiko. Eliza apologizing. 16-12, National U engaged with NU here. Sorry, with Ateneo. We're back here at the arena in San Juan. This is that free ball that they gave to Ordaz, and Eliza Valdez apologizing real quick, saying that she should have given it all the way back. Denden's up and about, and she's running into the court, and
You hear the crowd.
And Ariel Patnongon, I think she needs this breather.
Yeah.
She's done well for Ateneo. And then is going to gut it out. Valdez. The lead is 3 for National U. Some drama here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action, courtesy of the women's volleyball tournament. Gia Morado. That's a touch.
Valdez, daling tejada, it's okay.
And Jaja got lucky there because she just tipped it to the other side, which was received. So the lead is 4, a crucial time for Ateneo here, and NU. Can NU separate? Morente. Ahomiro. Again, Santiago. Oh, confusion between Aganon and Perez.
And this was one of the reminders na sinabi nga ni Dindin kanya. They need to communicate.
Yes.
And in that case, Perez and Aganon, none of them actually said mine.
It's a good serve by Valdez, front line. Coach Edget's asking for an overreaching violation. None given. 2-point lead.
Oh. NU has to get themselves together.
Something that Ateneo needs. You know, cheap points. Good serve.
This was a tough serve to receive.
The reaction afterwards for the #1 scorer of the league.
Also the #1 server.
Oh. And with confusion here for National U, this 4-point lead is gone. 17-13 is now 17 all. Set number 4. Pablo. Get the launch pad. Tejada wasn't in the right position. So Das serves 18, serving 17. Push. Oh, smart.
Perez's turn.
She knew that. Oh, Valdez now stretching her own leg. Perez has played a spectacular match here for National University.
He driving a lot of the plays.
Yeah. Lazaro receiving. Morado to Morente. Sent back. Now, dangerous times for Ateneo to call a timeout.
Den, resipan mo muna. Gia! Gia! Bigyan mo ng bikwik. Pwede mong pabakwik si, ano, pag maganda na si Yui. Ha? Umingi ka. Yes, dito mo sa dulo. Dapisin mo lang po. Ha? Ha? Isa mo! May gamit mo eh.
Last stand, and for the Lady Eagles, National U looking to give themselves a 7th straight win. And Ateneo just looking to delay everything here. 20 serving 17.
Oh. It's not gonna help.
Pressure. As Pat Nolan comes back in, Lazaro will go back to the bench with that heavily taped wrist of hers. Marge Teada doing the honors, 18 serving 20. Perez chooses Jaja, puts it away. Spectacular set Perfect reception, the perfect height, and might be a crucial point of this match. As Gail Valdez, 21 serving 18. Morado, easily taken by Perez. Pablo, Valdez, Morado back to Ahumiro. Chance again. They go to Morente. Morente off speed. Easily for Fatima. And a net violation by Ateneo.
Not good.
18 Ateneo, 22. Let's look at that again.
Patnongon.
Is that Patnongon? Yes, it was.
Right now, Ateneo, of course, cannot afford to commit any errors.
Ahumiro puts a little behind that one to keep them alive here. Down 3. Very, very pressure-packed moments. Edge of your seat action between Ateneo and National U. Makapit pa ng bahagya dito ang Ateneo. They open to Dindin. Valdez digs it up. Morente sent back by Valdez and Santiago. Sorry, was that Perez? Perez and Santiago. Yes, it was Perez. It was actually just Perez. She read it well. That's the advantage of having her there. And Perez, just a great Betadine block of the set. Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for red days. It's better to be protected. Down 4. Morente, net block.
And now these errors being committed by Ateneo.
And we are at match point for National University. Myla Pablo, it's in her hands. They go to Ali. Chance for National U, and it is Santiago. Santiago again, sent back by Morado. Aganon puts it away. Nina Aganon, the silent operator for National University, gives National U their 7th straight win in season 76 of the UAAP.
Not an easy win for NU. But, you know, they performed at those points in this game when they needed the most.
Ateneo ran out of gas.
That's right. But they played very well. I mean, nothing to be ashamed of. They pushed NU and even got a set from them. Much, much better performance than the last time that they fought against NU.
And something to build on for them. For National University, 7 straight wins, yes. Something to check also for them when they go back to the tape. Check out this match. RCBC life-changing move. RCBC Savings Bank's My Loans. It's life-changing. What did you pick and as a crucial part? Oh, this one.
Look at this well-executed play here from Perez and Jaja Santiago.
This little bit of separation that they had was enough cushion for National U to put away Ateneo. Well, we did say liberos and setters, unsung heroes, but we also have to give credit to her today from start to finish. She was offensive-minded today.
She was.
Ivy Perez was.
At one point, actually tying it with Dindin Santiago with 11 points.
That's right. 20 excellent sets for our Gatorade fueled player of the game. Gatorade win from within. She deserves it. Ivy Perez. She's the girl who makes everybody look good here in this National U squad, and she delivered for Coach Edget today. 25-19 is the score in our final set. All right. On Wednesday, we'll be back here at the arena in San Juan for another doubleheader for you guys. Adamson University, it's lost yesterday, and they need to win because FU is a half a game ahead of them. that's the first game on Wednesday, and then DLSU looking for their 10th straight win in season 76. The UAAP, paalala lang natin, pati sa Friday, ang ating men's volleyball tournament game of the week, I believe, is between Ateneo and FEU. That's another exciting one. We had some great ones in the last couple of weeks, NU-FEU, NU-Ateneo, and then Ateneo-FEU will be shown this Friday on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. And then, that's 2 p.m. At 4 p.m., yung UAP football naman ang pag-uusapan natin. National U and Ateneo to complete collegiate action courtesy of the UAAP. And good to see you again.
Great to see you, and great way to spend the afternoon watching this exciting match.
It's a great game to finish off weekend festivities here at the arena in San Juan. Ateneo bowing down to NU in our second game, and UP bowing down to UST in our first game. For Ann Remulla, Selena Dagdag, Trisha Robedo, Direk Abet Ramos, and everybody in the truck for ABS-CBN Sports in Action. I'm Boom Gonzalez saying so long from the arena in San Juan, and we'll see you Wednesday as we continue to play hard.
This is the UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends. The following has been a special presentation of ABS-CBN Sports.